What's up, friends? Welcome back to 9 3/4. It's Carissa here, and I'm really excited to be bringing you today's video. If you couldn't tell already, that I've set this up to be exactly what this is. It's an energy check reading. It's what's going on with your energy and where is your energy going to go from here. So we're going to take a look at that and then where you're going to go from there. So I have prepared 4 groups for you today using Pokemon cards. So we have 4 energy cards here for you to choose from, and I popped some crystals as well in case you guys wanted some additional help choosing with your cards. So starting off with group 1, we have this fighting energy card here with this Carnelian. Group 2, you have the water energy card with this Sodalite. Group 3, you have this electric energy card with the CITRINE. And group 4, you have the darkness energy card with this APATITE. So, as usual, go ahead and pause the video here to take all the time you need to pick the group that you feel drawn to the most, and I will drop the timestamps down below, and of course meet you at your reset. Group 1, if you chose the fighting energy card along with the Carnelian crystal, I'm going to go ahead and put your cards here. But welcome to your reading. Really excited to get started with today's reading, and as I had mentioned to you earlier, we have some pre-shuffled oracles. So this first section is going to be all about what is going on, what's your energy right now, and then we have this part here, which I have separated so I don't get confused, which is where is group 1 going from here. So I'm going to put that to the side for now, and we're going to just take a look at your energy. So what's going on with your energy and things like that. So we have number 38, the bridge. Crystal waterfalls, clear your mind and cleanse your soul. Healing, cleansing, recharging. Okay, and you have companionship, which I really like this. We also have 27, walking away. And impatience, and this is your throat chakra card. All right, group 1. This is definitely a vibe here. I'm gonna just move this up a bit. So group 1, I do feel like right now you're at a time and period in your life where you are definitely healing from something, and for a lot of you I feel like this has to do with a heartbreak situation, and or perhaps like you just walked away from something that you were really invested in for quite a long time. And for many of you, I do feel like this is a relationship, and it feels like your heart was really in this, and it feels like it took a toll on you in terms of like having to walk away from this. I just heard divorce, so that might be something for someone as well, that might apply to somebody. And I do think like you fought really long and hard to keep this this relationship alive, and now it's just at a point in time where, you know, you've walked away from this particular situation and you're at the crossroads, right? You're at this time where you're in limbo, healing on your journey, but at the same time, I think you long for companionship, you know, you long for something new, and you're getting a little impatient in your healing journey. I think the other person may have already moved on a lot quicker than you, and that might be somewhat of a trigger. as to like, well, why is that person having so much of an easier time than me? And it just feels like a really difficult push and pull situation, because I do think that you still have quite a bit of healing to do, and at the same time, I also feel like you want to open up your heart and dive into something else, but just be wary that it could be like a rebound situation, because some of us aren't ready. You know, some of us just want to distract ourselves from this pain and this heartache that we're feeling, and just this feeling of loneliness. You know, it feels very lonely, it feels very isolating, and it feels like we just long for that companionship, you know. And it's just, now you're in this time where you really need to focus on being solid with yourself, you know, setting that foundation that you don't need anyone else to love on you. You don't need anyone else to make you whole. Like, you need to understand you are whole and complete all on your own, and you are worthy of love that you give to yourself. And I know that sounds lame for some people. I'm just seeing like someone's eyes rolling right now. So I understand. Sorry about that, group one. We got disconnected, but we are back in business here. So as I was saying, your group is really just going through a bit of transitioning here, as far as like a little bit of like forcing this healing process that you're going through. And I think that I'm so sorry, I touched the microphone. I think that you are getting a little impatient as far as like being in that limbo stage in your healing process. I think you are ready to like move on to the next stage, despite you still being a little bit in your feels as far as like that heartbreak situation. But it does feel like there is an energy of wanting to have like a new start, a new beginning, and really focusing on yourself this right now with this energy that you have going on here. And again, it has a little bit of this fighter energy within you, fighting this urge that you have to kind of trust the process, if you will. And I think that your impatience is kind of getting the best of you in terms of you going on this path, because you have to understand that healing is not linear. You know, it doesn't have like a step phase, and sometimes we take 2 steps forward and then we take 1 step backwards, or even we take a stumble. You know, it happens. And like I said, everyone's healing process and healing journey is not the same, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Sometimes we get triggered and we have a little setback, and that's totally fine. You know, we are meant to heal in our own time and in our own way that we are meant to. And you know, don't rush the process. The main thing here with the bridge card is understanding too that we can never force creating that bridging the gap in which you're going from this healing stage to creating this new new journey that you want to go on, this new path of, you know, beginning, this new experience of like opening yourself up to something new and just moving on, moving forward, you know, walking away. And you can't force it, because if you force it, it's going to fall apart. You know, it's not going to be able to withstand the test of time. It's not going to be able to withstand the stormy weathers, the hurricanes. I'm just hearing the Bones song. It's called Bones by Maren Morris. I think I've channeled that song before, so I wouldn't be surprised if you've listened to a reading of mine that had that come up for you. But it just really talks about having a really strong structure in place for yourself, and about you really coming to this near completion of understanding like you are where you're meant to be, and you are understanding like there is peace in this journey. There is peace in, you know, coming across just, you know, the person that you're supposed to, whether it just be a friend, a companion. You know, it doesn't have to be romantic. You know, don't worry about it, don't force it. That's the main thing here. So let's get a little bit of information, a little more information from tarot as far as like what's going on with your energy. yeah, it does have this feeling. I also really want to know how you have like full moons in your cards here. 1, 2, 3. So that for me is about letting go. A lot of full moon energy is about releasing things that, you know, we need to let go of, releasing old feelings, any kind of negative energy that you might be holding on to, and just allowing yourself to, like I said, just heal the way that you need to heal. So what is group one's energy? Well, that's so many cards, Spirit. What is going on with group one's energy? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. What's going on with group one's energy? What is going on with group one's energy? We have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so right away we already have 2 10s coming out. So I feel like, and it's reversed, and I feel like this is just a confirmation, excuse me, that we're feeling a little bit blocked and kind of stuck, so we can't fully move on and into this next phase, but as much as we really would like to. What's going on with group one's energy? What's going on with group one's energy? What's going on with group one's energy? Yeah, see how long it's taking for the cards to come out. It's like you need to allow the time that you need. You need this time for yourself, you know. You can't force things to happen. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like all about divine timing and what's meant to happen in your own path and in your own journey, letting that unfold the way that it's meant to, and focusing on what you want to do, and not necessarily on you're like dwelling too much in what used to be, and you need to focus on a new dream, a new future that you want to build, as opposed to being dwelling in the past, dwelling in like a dream that is no longer available to you at this moment in time. What's going on with group one's energy? I feel like you dedicated a lot of time and energy to this person, and you had this whole dream set up, and it just obviously didn't work out. We also have 11 Justice coming out in the upright for you right now as well. So it's just about, yes, again, you coming into balance with, there's a lot of balancing of your energies coming into play. I feel like karma is a big thing as well. So be really aware of like your intentions, you know, as far as where your energy goes. So what is the quote that I'm thinking of? Spirit's showing it to me and I can't get the words out. Energy flows where intention goes. So that's kind of where that is, you know, like where are your intentions? Are they positive or are they negative, you know? We also have the Knight of Wands reversed coming out here. So yeah, it's a lot of feeling of frustration on your part, and a little bit of this energy of wanting to, you know, get the ball moving, and you have this passion within you. You just don't know, you know, what's going on with it, and you just want something to move forward as far as like things happening right now, whether it be like, you know, just something to take your mind off of what you've been going through, because I feel like sometimes you might be distracted while you're going to work, but then like when you get home and you're all alone, I think that's when you really settle down in your feels and just allow yourself to sit in that space. And I think sometimes, you know, that can be a little bit of energy that you sit in. We also have the 4 of Wands reversed coming out for you as well. So it does feel like right now it's about you maybe not having the happy ending that you envisioned it's not like your first choice happy ending, I feel like. Obviously, I think your first choice would have been to have this relationship work out and things like that. And now it's just you're going to have a new happy ending or something like that. And it feels like more of a disappointing feeling. It kind of feels like you're just, honestly, it feels like you're just unhappy with your happy ending, if I'm being real with you. It's, I don't want to say unhappy because it's not the feeling. It's more of like a discontent feeling. It's like there must be more to this. We have the High Priestess at the back of your deck in the reverse right now. So I feel like we are a little bit withdrawn. We are a little bit feeling like disconnected from our senses, I feel like, as well. But ultimately, I do think that your current energy, your energy right now, as far as like moving on in this healing journey, is allowing yourself to be filled with love for you. You know, that unconditional love has to come from a place for yourself first before you can ask someone else to give you that love. Understanding that you're worthy of this love regardless, it's unconditional. You know, you don't need to be a certain person in order to receive love for someone. You don't need to do a certain thing or have a certain amount of money or job title or anything like that in order for someone to love you. And so I think that maybe those things are coming up for you, and it's just really about you understanding that. And there's the center of your energy right now has a lot to do with building that foundation of love for you. And I don't know how to better explain that other than giving yourself the justice that you deserve, you know, like understanding that you're worthy of this love. Maybe this person made you feel a certain type of way about yourself and brought up feelings, triggering feelings like from your past childhood, things like that, in which you felt you had to achieve certain things, like you might have had to bring home good grades, or you might have had to do really well on like a sports team. I'm feeling like that could have been a thing as well for some of you, like achieve certain accolades, things like that, in order for you to be praised or like appreciated or noticed by your parents or receive love in that sort of way or attention from your parents. And so I feel like that's kind of coming up in this energy. Like that's kind of what I feel like. And so you really need to understand that that's not how real love works. You know, real love is unconditional. People don't do that. You know, that's like not a thing. So I think what your current energy is right now is that you're fighting this need to walk away from that and understand that you do know this at the heart of your, at the core heart of you, but then at the same time I think you're a little impatient and you just want to move forward, and you're just like, what can I do to, you know, what can I do to receive love? What can I do to have this companionship? Because it feels like maybe the other person already moved on. Like I said, you know, it feels like, you know, why did they move on so quickly? Like, what's wrong with me? It kind of feels like those feelings are coming up here. And so that those mindsets, those thinkings, those thought patterns, and those, you know, things are kind of holding you back and keeping you stuck here, rather than moving you forward, when really it's not about that. It's about you loving yourself and understanding that you're worthy of love. It has nothing to do with what you do for work or how much you make or, you know, things like that. So we're going to move forward into where is your energy going from here. And so we're going to just close these up for a bit because we're going to take another look at your other oracle cards that I have here. Oh, look at that, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so I think abandonment might be a thing as well. I don't think this flopped out on accident. So I wouldn't be surprised if your person just decided they're done with you. You know, they wanted to be done, and you could have, like I said, fought for this to stay, fought for this relationship, and it just didn't happen, you know. So there is that energy here coming out. So let's take a look at where is your energy going from here, group 1. Which, I have your cards here, hold on. Okay, so where is group 1's energy going from here? I think we're going to leave these out, right? Okay, so starting off, you have a bonus card, by the way. These, anyway. You have number 19, flexible. Number 3, between worlds. You also have penguin. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. Yeah. Wow. Birds are pretty significant, I feel like, too, in your reading. You have 2 birds here. You have number 22, intuition. Oh, that's cool. Seeing as how your intuition was feeling blocked in that first part of your tarot drawing. We have peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yes, exactly. And then you also have faith coming out here as well. So let's see here. Group 1. All right. Give me a second to just tap into this. Okay. So group 1, it does, like, as far as where your energy is going from here, it feels like you're moving forward. You're like adapting to the situation. You're taking this, I feel like you're hearing this reading and you're like, okay, I already felt that shift and those feelings, and like I needed to, you know, make the change, and that could be why you clicked on this video, you know. And it does feel like you really want to move out of this darkness. And it's interesting how this card here, it goes from dark to color, and then where did it go? And then this penguin card here as well, it says the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So I do feel like it's you coming out of that darkness period, coming out of that, you know, going home every night and just sitting in your feels. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, you know, life is going to be perfect and you're not going to feel any sort of heartache or sadness or anything like that when you go home at any point in time, because of course, as I said before, our healing journey is not linear, and sometimes we can get triggered and go back to that, you know, sad point in place. You know, it could be years down the line and we think we're good, and then sometimes we hear a certain song and it just puts us back in that place and we're like, oh shit, you know, I'm just feeling it a little today, and that's totally fine. That's normal. You know, it's part of the trauma. It's part of what happened, and that's human, you know. So I don't want you to feel like something's wrong with you if that happens, and I don't want you to punish yourself or make you feel like any sort of way if that happens. I want you to really understand that that's totally normal. As far as like you moving forward, like I said, this transition period that you're going through, you have so much 10 energy that it's really inevitable that you're starting a new cycle, that you are completing this, you know, this journey of you really sitting in that, like I said, in those feelings of you having a hard time letting things go and starting to move forward into your life. Because there's this, like I said, that limbo area where you are trying to heal, but at the same time you're clutching on to so many things. And I think part of it is because we're afraid of what we don't know, right? We're afraid of, you know, the unknown and the future. And sometimes I feel like sometimes when we move on, we're scared that the person that we love is not going to be there anymore. And I think like it feels like it kind of feels like when you move on, it makes it that much more real, and you understand, like it feels like I'm just hearing like I understand that it's done and I get it, they're not coming back, but then like when I move on, it just makes it more solid that it's done, you know? And so I think a part of that makes it more real, and it hurts a little bit more for you, and despite you really wanting to move forward. There's a part of you that really wants to hold on to them because you love them and you miss them. And wow, I'm sorry, group one. Somebody is really hurting. And I'm sorry that you're hurting. It feels like you love this person so much. And it's really hard for you to watch them move on, and like you're holding on to hope that they'll come back, and like at the same time you want to show them that you're fine without them. But wow. Okay, hold on. I had to pause a little bit because that was getting kind of rough. I really want to send my love and healing energy to whoever that is feeling that, because it feels heavy and it feels deep. But I want you to know that it gets better. I want you to know that your energy moving forward as you let go, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be fucking hard. I'll tell you that. But you need to be flexible. Okay? I'm telling you it's going to be hard because growth is never easy, especially when it has to do with your heart and your healing journey. You know, sometimes it's going to be, you're going to wake up and feel like, okay, great, this is a good day. And then the next day, you're going to feel like crap, you know? And so I do want you to know, though, that as far as you moving forward overall in your energy, from what I'm feeling and picking up on, that you really need to have faith and trust that your intuition is going to start to open up. Have faith that the situation is going to get better. Have faith that color is going to start being more vibrant into your world. You're going to start feeling the magic pop up and be more inspired to do things. You're going to find more peace, more love, and just be more comfortable in loving on yourself and being at peace with yourself and the situation, and moving forward and focusing on you and what's best for you. You're starting to recognize that certain things have to fall apart because something bigger and better is around the corner. Okay? And you see how there's this rainbow here. I say this quite often, but you know, without rainstorms, there are no rainbows. You know, a rainbow doesn't appear in the sky when it's a friggin' bright sunny day. I mean, in Hawaii, of course, it's a little different. We have like liquid sunshine, so it is sunny, but what you don't realize is it's actually drizzling. Okay, but what you can't see, like the vibrant, bright rainbow without rain, right? So with that being said, I want you to recognize that you're moving forward in this place of peace, and you're starting to learn to trust in your healing journey and have more acceptance of the situation and compassion for yourself. I feel like you're going to be more expressive, and your inspiration and love for yourself and the communication is going to start flowing. And like I said, that creativity is also going to be expanding within you as well. I feel like you're going to really be able to grow and just start feeling more inspired to do things for you. And like I said, rather than letting things like bump you back down, you're going to take the action to do things to better yourself in other ways, and not just, you know, to for someone else. It's going to be for you. And by doing that, by focusing like on yourself and loving on yourself and doing things for you and what you really want to do, what inspires you, things like that, you are then going to attract the most amazing person that you've always dreamed of, okay? Better than the last person that you were with and thought you were going to have forever with. And this is going to bring you so much more peace, so much more color and magic in your world. And this is just about you being flexible and understanding in your journey that it's going to be, like I said, not linear. Some days it'll be amazing. Some days it'll be crappy. It's going to be like a roller coaster. Just be prepared for that. Okay? Trust your journey, trust your intuition, have faith that you are going on the path that you're meant to, that this roller coaster thing is going to happen and you just need to go with the flow. Stay strong. You have this fighter energy with you for a reason. You picked that fighter energy card because you are a fighter. And in fact, this carnelian energy is really about you taking your power back and staying strong, having the confidence to go forward and move on in this path in such a brave and strong way. You know, I just want to pull a few more tarot cards here as well. But like I said, this journey is really about you putting that color back into your life. And if you look at your cards here, all of them are going forward, moving forward in their journey. You know, no longer are you looking to the past, looking back. And that's your current energy, right? Where you are right now, looking back, looking to the past. These are looking forward. Even that one, forward, moving his head that way to the future, which is exactly where you're going, group one. Focusing on your future, where you need to go, all that good stuff. Whoops, I totally flipped the cards the wrong way. Okay. Where is group one's going from here? Where is group one going from here? Where is group one going from here? Okay, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Oh, the Hanged Man. Reversed. Where's group one? Oh, the Moon. A lot of Piscean energy coming through. So if Pisces is a confirmation for you, take it. If not, don't worry about it. Where is group one going from here? Where is group one going from here? Where is group one going from here? The King of Swords. Where is group one going from here? Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Where is group one going from here? The King of Wands reversed. And then we have the Ten of Wands. Okay. So you guys, I already talked about how you are moving forward and just trusting the journey. I feel like you're starting to see truths reveal themselves and things for what they really are and accepting them for what they are. I think that you've carried the burden of so many things with you this whole time that you may have taken on a lot of responsibility as well. You know, you've taken on burdens that were not yours, that you were not meant to carry with you, as far as like holding on to grudges, not grudges, but holding on to things that, you know, weren't serving you. And it's just about you moving forward, letting go of these things that, these feelings of, you know, pain, these feelings of like hurt and resentment, and kind of looking back to the past, you know, what could I have done? What could I have done? But it doesn't matter anymore. What matters is what you need to focus on for your future, right? I do want to, this one's also Cancer energy, in case I didn't mention that, but it does, so it does feel like you are closing the chapter, like you're finally closing the cycle on, you know, looking to the past, and like even she is moving on to the future, right? So it does feel like at first you might be struggling to kind of hold on to the information that's being presented to you, and like we're having a hard time accepting our self-worth and understanding that we are worthy of love, we are amazing people, and we're badasses, we are amazing, we are beautiful, we are handsome, we are strong, we are amazing, we're so incredibly awesome and worthy of, like I said, receiving love, not just from someone else, but just from the universe, from whatever divine being you believe in, and from yourself. And I think you're struggling to understand that and struggling to accept that in the beginning part of your journey forward. But once you do understand that, and you will, at some point, you will start to trust that, trust the divine, and release those feelings. You know, I mean, it's not going to be perfect. You're not going to be like 100% of the time like I am worthy, blah blah blah. Like, we're human, you know, we go through those time periods, or those days where we're like, oh, you know, but for the most part you are letting those feelings go, and we are coming out of that darkness, you know, coming out of that feeling of like not worthy. And so it does feel like we are tapping back into our intuition really as well, and feeling like our magic and our power is all around us, and just embracing it, and just look at how amazing this person is in the moon card. I mean, it's really tapping back into your intuition and trusting in your intuition, because you did feel like so blocked off from it in your first part of your read, and really starting to believe and see. I'm actually surprised the star didn't come out for you in this part as well, but you're just also having the intuition tapping back in here, and having the faith, you know, that things are going to get better. And now you're also stepping into this energy here of you starting to see things for what they are, like I said, accepting things for what they are. And I feel like you're going to be more fair and expressive and honest about what it is that you feel and what you want, you know what I mean? And looking back on the things that you've been through and what you have learned from that situation, moving forward, you have a clear, concise vision of what you want for your future. And moving forward, that's what it is. And so you might have this a little bit of bossy energy going forward, so just be really aware of your energy in that aspect, especially since you did have that justice card come out earlier, in terms of like karma coming out. So just be mindful of how you present yourself energy wise. You know, what you get, you put back. What you put out in the world, you get back 3 times, you know, at least. It might even be tenfold. I think what you put out in the world, you get back. So just be really mindful of your energy, because it does feel like you might get a little bossy, a little bit. Sometimes we can get like power hungry in terms of like going after what we want, because I did tell you that you're going to be having this fighter energy and stepping into your power and going for, like I said, what you really want for yourself. So just be really careful when it comes to doing that in your moving forward energy. But I do want to finish off with advice and guidance for you. So let's get some advice and guidance for you, group 1. I haven't used these cards in a while, and I just felt really called to use them today. And I actually have another deck I want to use as well, which I think is right here. Yeah. So, advice and guidance for group 1, please. Advice and guidance for group 1 moving forward we have it is within reach. Yeah, so really understand that what you want is coming and it's within your reach. You just need to trust it and understand, like I said, be mindful of your energy moving forward too. Advice and guidance for group 1, please. I don't know why I'm hearing Staying Alive, but does somebody like that song? Staying Alive. Advice and guidance for group 1, please. We have it's all for a reason. Yeah, what was I saying? It's literally all for a reason. You might not understand it right off the bat, but it is happening for you, not to you. You know, this whole shebang. One more, please. Advice and guidance for group 1. Oh, we have make space for it. Exactly. So this is about you, like I said, releasing those feelings, those negative feelings, those negative thoughts, anything that you've been holding on to. Oh, the other thing that's seeing things for what they are. That's what I was telling you. Anyways, making space for the new things that are coming in. So understanding that there are so many good things that want to come into your life, but only once you fully walk away from what you've been trying to clutch onto and hold on to for so long, you know. And also you have, it's okay to feel feelings at the back of your deck. So just because you're starting to walk away from this dark period that you're in doesn't mean you don't have to feel that sadness, you know, that heartache every once in a while. Of course, you're allowed to feel them. Allow them to come through. Allow those feelings to come through and feel them, you know. Don't suppress those feelings by any means. They're meant to come out, of course. So feel those feelings, but don't sit in it for too long. Don't let them, you know, live every single day with you. Don't hold on to them. Don't be like, oh my gosh, yesterday, you know. Don't let them have that power over you. You have power over them, you know. Feel them and then release them. That's kind of the energy. So I'm also going to use these matte. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember the name of this? This deck is amazing. I had to get them. This, if you're familiar with Studio Ghibli, which is like Totoro or Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, stuff like that. Princess Mononoke. Do you guys watch that? Anyways, there's a creator I really love that makes also the Harry Potter one that I use before, the magic deck, but she made this one, so I really needed to use this. Oh, of course, you are not alone. Oh, we have Totoro coming out for you, so you're not alone. You have companions around you. You just have to open your eyes and see who's there, you know. Lean on them, but don't drain their energy with your negative energy either, you know. Be with them. Be a quality companion to them. You know what I mean? Anything you want group 1 to know? Playing with fire. Okay. I feel like when you're moving forward, you might be taking a risk here in the future. So just be careful. And I also think that it has a lot to do with you stepping into that new energy of, like I said, being bossy, and just be careful with how you present yourself after you come out of that energy, you know, as you come into this like embracing your power and things like that. Don't have a power trip, you know. You're playing with fire and it's going to come back and bite you in the butt. So just be very mindful of that. Like, I always want you to know too, like, just because what I'm telling you, what I see is where this energy is going, the future is not set in stone. Okay, this is just based on the current energy, what it looks like. You always have the power to change the events of the future. So keep that in mind. What do you want group 1 to know? We're going to get one more. You want group 1 to know. And be careful, I just heard as if, so somebody might be a little cocky about the situation. What do you want group 1 to know, Spirit? Oh, change is the only constant. Yeah, so understanding that changes are happening, and it's happening, and it's always going to be happening, you know. This relationship that you were in, you thought was going to be forever. The only constant is changing. And you also have to be careful at the back of your deck. So I think that has a lot to do with, like I said, your energy, your future energy, as far as like embracing your power and what you do with that power, like wielding that power, that fighter energy. Like be careful, you know, when you're playing with fire, and who's, you know, who you lash out at and things like that. So just be mindful of that. But that is what I'm seeing for you, group 1. I hope that this reading brought you what you needed to hear and all the things. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all so much. Go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below to let me know how you guys liked it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have exclusive monthly zodiac prediction readings, as well as our weekly week ahead energy readings, voting power, things like that. So those are all not available here on YouTube, and I would love to see you there as well. So that's what I see for you. Thank you guys so much for watching and just supporting the channel. I really appreciate you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye. What's up, group 2? If you chose the water energy card and the sodalite crystal, welcome to your reading. And put your stuff right there. But we're just going to jump right into your reading here. I have your pre-shuffled oracles here. So I have this half is for your energy check, like what your energy is now, how your energy is right now, what's going on with that. And then we're going to draw some tarot. And then I have this half here for where are you going from here. And then we'll draw more tarot and finish off with advice and guidance. So starting off with these cards, let's do this card first. We're going to do number 12, the King. Okay. Quite interesting. Move this back a little. Okay, we also have 23, all tied up. Okay. We have cold lands, learn how to keep yourself warm. Abandonment, challenges, aloofness. Okay, and then gratitude, which I believe this is third eye / crown chakra. And we have wake. Okay. So group 2. It feels like you guys are definitely, you've definitely been through a lot. And by going through what you've been through, I think that it shaped you into who you are. Excuse me. I think that going through your childhood, you may have been left alone quite a bit, whether it be because, you know, your parents were split up, or because they were working a lot, you have parents who worked a lot, or you just, honestly, that's the energy I'm feeling, or it feels like you had a single parent, and that was kind of your household in which your parent was gone a lot, whether they were out um, doing their thing or working. For some of you, it's going to vary, and you often had to just grow up. I mean, grow up. You often had to just be at home and do your own thing. You had to basically raise yourself, and for some of you, I feel like you also had to take care of siblings. You know, I feel like you had to grow up really quickly and at a young age, and I feel like your childhood was really robbed from you as well. I do feel like, though, that you may have been close to other family members that you may have stayed with a lot during the time. So this could be a grandparent or an auntie or an uncle, something like that. Um, and you have just a very deep connection with this person who may not be like, it just doesn't feel like it's your actual parent, you know? For a lot of you, I do think it's like an auntie or like a godmother, godfather type of thing. Um, I also feel like because you've had to kind of parent yourself at a young age, it's not to say that you didn't have love in your life, you know, but you often looked at other kids around you, whether it be like your cousins, your friends, things like that, kids on TV, you know. I think that you looked at them and you often thought, like, wow, you know, they're so lucky. Um, and you didn't let that I don't think you let that relationship with your parent affect your heart in terms of you being who you are. I feel like you have such a kind heart. You're the king, you're just such a benevolent soul. And I think that you're also very giving and gracious and, you know, always trying to be of service to others and generous. And not to say that there are not times where you might, you know, misuse your power or things like that, because you do have a strong leadership sense about you. I think you're very loyal. You take loyalty very seriously as well. I do think you also have a strong sense of integrity to a point. But there are times when, of course, I think when you get into your shadowy parts, that sometimes oppression could be a thing, or like I said, that misuse of power, things like that. But I do want to say, you have like this very kind heart, this amazing kind heart that you just, it's like a heart of gold, you know? You have so much strength and determination about you. And I often feel like maybe you did a lot of things to try to shine and really prove yourself to get, you know, maybe your parents' attention. This might be similar to group one in that sense, but a little bit different, because I think you needed that, like, confirmation that your parents did love you despite them not being around, or despite them, you know, having their own things to deal with. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's or at least Spirit's not showing me anything yet. So I don't really want to comment on that part just yet. I think I need more information before I talk about it. Sorry, group 2, we got cut off. But yeah, it definitely feels like you're very gracious about where you've been and where you've come from and who's been there in your life. And like right now, it also feels like you've created a sense of community around you as well. And that because loyalty and that sort of a thing means so much to you, it kind of feels like you're stuck. And I mean, like, you're stuck because I think you feel like you might betray those in your tight-knit community that you have, by leaving, because there is something that you want to pursue or do or things like that, or want to embark on, and it feels like by doing that or by expressing that you want to grow or, you know, pursue this endeavor. It feels like something creative, something that you're passionate about. But it does also feel like you're stuck here because you don't want to be the one to abandon them, you know? You understand that, you know, growth is necessary for where you are, but it also feels like you're just staying because you don't want to leave certain people behind. So you're kind of going through the motions in this mundaneness, in this everyday life, and just not really being happy with where you are. You know, I just feel like you have the power and the ability to make life so much more than what it is, and you're just, I don't know, it feels like you're just not wanting to leave certain people behind because you feel like you owe it to them to be there. So you're kind of keeping yourself stuck there. You're tying yourself there. Your hands are tied and bound, and you're keeping yourself stuck where you are. And this is a challenge that you have to overcome in order for you to grow. And so, you know, I think because of you dealing with this abandonment things, that it really is kind of taking a toll on you, and pulling on your heartstrings. And I think it's just about you embracing this energy, embracing this time where you are trying your best to wake up every day with a pep in your step, and just, you know, doing things in your mundane every single day to find magic, and you know, be positive and do things that make the everyday better. But at the same time, you know, it does feel like you're just kind of going through the motions because there's something that you want to pursue that's much bigger than this. And we're going to find out what that is. Oops. We're going to find out what that is with this tarot deck, if I can grab it nicely. We're going to get a little more information here, what your current energy is. Let's see if I'm totally picking up on something else as well, because it does feel like, so stick with me here, because it feels like it could be something else and I'm just not seeing it. So 1 second, guys. What's group two's energy? We have death. What is group two's energy? We have the 3 of Swords. Okay, what is, well, the 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups reversed, what is group two's energy? And the King of Cups reversed, and your back of the deck right now is the Star. Okay, so as it sits right now, group 2, it's definitely you wanting to embark on this rebirth journey, on this new chapter in your life in which you're embracing something totally new, growing, and like I said, opening the door to something else. But it feels like you are breaking your own heart here by staying stuck where you are. This card actually wanted to come out upside down, and I wasn't sure. I just kept it up. So I think that part of you is hindering this rebirth process because you're kind of in your thoughts and your feelings. It's time for you to really claim your happiness back. And, you know, you have all of these deep-seated fears and anxieties about what people are going to think or say about you or feel about you. And I think it's all in your head. Honestly, it's going to be just fine. But I feel like you're really just hurting your own self and breaking your own heart by staying where you are and not speaking out about what it is that you want to do and pursue, and not moving forward with this process, and not truly going after your 10 of Cups, your happy ending, what really truly fulfills you and your purpose. And so right now, you know, emotionally, you're just not fulfilled. You're just kind of manipulating yourself, your own emotions, and I feel like, you know, you're you're putting on this facade for other people to make them think that you're, everything's fine, everything's great, and it feels like you're just losing hope in the situation. Like, you just feel like you have to live your life this way, and you really don't, at least I don't feel like you have to, because we always have a choice, but at this current state and where you are, this is what it looks like, group 2. It looks like, you are just really breaking your own heart and just keeping yourself stuck in where you are and not really wanting to hurt those, because you're afraid that by you doing you, pursuing what you really want and what you really think is going to bring you this happy ending is just, it feels like, you're afraid that of the outcome. You're afraid of what others are going to think, but it's really, I feel like it's all like fears and anxieties within your own mind, and you don't even realize just what lies ahead, and what is the point of having a tight-knit community who is there for you and stuff like that if they aren't going to be happy for you to pursue what truly makes you happy. You know what I mean? Like, who are they if they don't truly want what's best for what really makes you happy and what you really want in your life, And I feel like you have to recognize that. Like, just because you're going to pursue something for you and like what really lights your soul on fire and what really makes you happy, does not mean that you're not grateful for all the things that you've done, they have done for you, and they've, given you and things like that. Not at all, There's a right way to close the door on a certain chapter. There's never a time where people just stay where they are forever. Sometimes they do, but for many, many, many people, they don't. There's always growth, and it's fine. It's okay to want more. It's okay to move on. And so I feel like your message is pretty clear as far as like where your energy is right now. And we're going to get information as far as like where are you going from here. Okay. So if that resonates for you and everything like that, let's see where you're going from here, group 2. Let's take a look. See. I'm hearing Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. I don't know. I really don't know that song. Besides that part where they're like, wake me up before you go, girl. Is that how it goes? But that's the only part I know. But that might be significant for you to wake people up to what it is that you really want, So moving into where is group 2 going from here. That's just my breaker, so I know which cards are for the next drawing. So we have ideation. Makes sense. We have 16, all that glitters. Also makes sense. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. All right. Yes, you do. Group 2. Definitely. Mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. Absolutely. Heed the advice of that mountain goat. Group 2. And then you have a bonus card of this, so let's see. 55 adventure. Wow. Okay, 5 is really significant because you have a 5 here, 23 condensed to 5, and then you have double 5s here. And then you have 63 parenting, which is what we're talking about here as well. So let's move these down a little bit. I want to just really quickly breeze over something that's popping out to me. So yellow, even orange, but yellow and orange, solar plexus energy is very, very strong in your reading. So that's your navel. That's the 3rd chakra. So yellow, wisdom, your power, your strength, determination. So understand that like this is really highlighting your need to really take back that power and be determined. Be determined to take on this energy that you can move forward and you can have what you really want. You know, this ideation card too, you have a lot of oranges coming through as well, which is sacral chakra energy. Wow. And that's really about your passion, your creativity. It can also be about sociability as well. So if you're so worried about your community, or what, then when I say community, you know, it's such a broad term because I'm not sure. It's just kind of blanketing whether it be like family, friends, coworkers, or an actual community, depending what you are doing, you know, in this situation. It's going to apply for other people, different people, excuse me. And so that has a lot to do with that aspect too. So I definitely feel like this is touching on that group too. So, okay, where do I want to start? Let's start with all that glitters, okay? This is really like, I love how it comes out with the king too, because obviously I'm thinking King Midas, everything he touches turns to gold, but all that glitters is not gold, you know, how that connects. But we're recognizing that as the king, as the leader, as the amazing, you know, person that you are, it might seem like everything's great, but really it's not, you know, nothing is as it seems. And this card is calling for you to take off that mask that you're wearing, because you're just pretending like everything's fine. You're pretending that you're happy and content with everything. You're making like everything is shiny and amazing, and it's really not. And sooner or later it's going to crumble away, and the facade is just going to be like, think it's gonna, that glittery shininess is going to fade away, and it's going to be very noticeable to people that you're unhappy with where you are, and you're going to turn into that shadowy dark side of the king, in which you're very oppressive, you're dark, and you abuse your power, and you just are not a happy person, because there's only so much that you can do to pretend that everything's okay and put on a happy face. Like, you think you can do it forever, but you won't be able to, you know. They're showing me, Spirit is showing me Scrooge. So I think that eventually, if you keep going on the track that you're going and pretending like everything's okay and doing things that are not making you happy, it'll end up really turning your heart into a very hard object, you know? You won't have that heart of gold anymore. It's going to just be hardened and not, I mean, obviously that's a weird way to put it because gold is hard, but you know what I mean? It's not going to be that kind, benevolent, beautiful heart anymore. It's going to be this darkened, tainted heart that is just angry, you know. But it's really about you going within yourself and making that decision for you, because only you can decide this. You know, this is your free will. This is me showing you the current energy and what, you know, based on your current energy, where it looks to be going. And it looks like you are kind of coming to terms with like, oh, you aren't happy, but it feels like a teeter-tottering, you know, like you have this ideal of what you want your life to look like and what you hope it would look like, in which you still want to make other people happy. You still want to keep the peace. And I think that you feel like the only way people are going to be happy, or your people are going to be happy, is if you keep doing what you're doing. But in an ideal world, you can just do you and they'll still be happy, you know? And I think you have to come to terms to realize that for the most part, those who truly love you are going to be happy. You know what I mean? And the people who don't, fuck them. They were never your people to begin with if they're not happy for you. You know what I mean? And so if they don't want what's best for you, if they don't want this amazing opportunity and growth for you, that's because you're no longer going to be a benefit for them and they're using you. Okay? You need to put that boundary into place. Mountain goat, there's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. So that's calling you to fix this balance, because I feel like you're giving, and you're not doing anything to fill up your own cup. What are you doing to fill up your own cup right now? What are you doing? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Me and others. Okay, not just others, me and others. Okay, it's perfectly fine to do what you love while helping other people, but make sure you're filling your own cup. Make sure you're fulfilled by the end of the day. And that doesn't mean just doing for other people. If you're still not happy doing what you're doing, obviously it's not working. You know what I mean? Something needs to change. Something is out of balance. Something's out of whack. It's time for you to wake up. Wake up. Wake up to the situation. And you were able to parent yourself from this. It's time for you to give the advice that you give to other people. I feel like you're very good at giving advice as a leader. People come to you for advice. People lean on you, things like that. They very much value your wisdom and your experiences. And so it's time for you to take that same wisdom and experience and give it back to yourself and really heed your own advice and move on to the next adventure. You know, I feel like that's what it is. It's you embodying this adventure card. This is highlighting for me the throat chakra. These are numerology cards, by the way, but this blue here is just screaming throat chakra energy, which you are opening up your expression, your communication, your inspiration and love for yourself, in which you're able to just freely express what it is that you truly want. You know, you have this water energy card for a reason as well. It's tapping into your emotions, what you truly want for yourself, and then expressing that. Expressing that with those that you love and those that are involved, and going after what it is that you really want. And don't be ashamed of it. You know, don't let other people make you feel a certain way about it or make you feel small for doing this, because at the end of the day, what are they doing? What is everyone else doing? They're doing what makes them happy. They're chasing their own dreams. It's time for you to chase your own dreams. So, let's see. What's happening? Where is group 2 going from here? Where is group 2 going from here? Oh. Where is group 2? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Very nice. Where's group 2? Oh, where's group 2 going from here? Where is group 2 going from here? You also have the Knight of Cups. Where's group 2 going from here? Where's group 2 going from here? Oh. The Ace of Cups reversed. So the Eight of Swords reversed. Where is group 2 going from here? Where is group 2 going from here? Four of Cups. And your back of the deck here is the Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, group 2. So you're really just now, it's like you kind of been resisting this change, obviously. Like we've been talking about it, right? You've been resisting it, but I feel like by some miracle, something divine is going to happen, and it's in due time. Something amazing is going to happen in which you're going to receive an opportunity that you just cannot resist. I feel like that may be the thing. And honestly, I feel like you're going to have the choice to do that, but I feel like that you are going to be too concerned about missing out on this opportunity to resist it, with the Four of Cups coming out here. But it feels like you do have this time where by some amazing thing is going to happen, in which, you know, you never thought that that would happen, and by some, like, all the stars have aligned and this opportunity comes your way, and it's just about you finally freeing yourself from the situation that you've kept yourself stuck in, and really focusing on pouring back into your own cup. That's where your energy is going from here. It's pretty clear cut, dry. Parenting yourself, nurturing yourself, really taking care of what you need to do for you and focusing on your own things for you to better yourself and give yourself that self-love, that self-healing, that self-esteem that you need. And this opportunity is going to, it feels like one that you really cannot miss out on. And you know, you and I also think in like combination with you being so bored with where you're at, this opportunity just seems so amazing. You know, look at how amazing this thing is and how blah that thing. You know, it's like wow. And it definitely feels like something crazy, something awesome and just exciting is happening, and it's around the corner. And I think that you just have to be ready for it. I don't think you will be ready for it, but I think like at the same time you can just be excited and understand that change is a good thing, and sometimes change is a hard thing. A lot of times change is a hard thing, more times than not. You know, change is never easy actually, and sometimes we need to grow through uncomfortable things and leave things behind, but it's never like goodbye forever, you know, not necessarily. But let's get you some advice and guidance now, because I feel like that's pretty straight and to the point. But know that this thing is like an adventure in itself. I also love how this adventure card is similar colors to this as well. Amazing. Really exciting opportunity. It feels like a giddiness, you know, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's like an opportunity you never thought you'd get, and here you are, you know. Advice and guidance for group 2, please. Advice and guidance for group 2, please. Advice and guidance for group 2, please. We have look to nature for healing. Yes. So I think that you like going out in nature with, if you can. Obviously it's going to depend where you live, but if you can go for a hike or something like that, or if you can go for a swim, I think that's going to be really beneficial for you. Grounding yourself is a huge thing, I think, because you have like you there's not like a whole lot of like root chakra energy coming through, like red, but there is that one above, there's orange and yellow, you know. But by you really being able to ground yourself in nature, you know, I feel like you're really gonna be able to really connect and align everything back into place and feel more balanced in your energy and more clear-headed, and feel like you can be more at ease, more at peace, and go forward with more, I guess, wisdom. That's the word coming to mind. Advice and guidance. Even though you're so full of wisdom right now, I feel like you'll have more connection to it. Make space for it. Yeah, so definitely about you, like I said, freeing yourself, because you're tied up to something, and obviously you can't make room for something else to come in unless you leave the other thing behind, you know. Let's get you one more. We have clarity of mind. Yeah, I think that you often get in your head a lot for these, for this particular thing. You know, you're so worried, like I said, about, you know, what other people are going to feel and think and all of those things, like we did in that first part of your drawing. And then the back of your deck, we have be gentle with yourself. So definitely don't beat yourself up when it comes to this healing process, when it comes to going through this journey. You know, it's not easy. It's not going to be, you know, it sounds like it's going to be a simple thing to just like, oh, walk away from something, but it's not, you know, especially when your heart is really invested in it. When people you care about, it has a lot to do with people you care about, you know, or a place that you really care about, things like that. So I'm going to finish off with this last deck here. This is a, like, I don't even remember what this deck is called, but it's like a Studio Ghibli inspired deck from one of my favorite creators. It says, don't look back. Look at that. So amazing. Seriously, don't look back. It's time for you to move forward. You have power. Yes. Take back your power, because like right now, it feels like you're disconnected from your king power, you know, or, you know, and like I said, king does not mean, doesn't matter what you identify as, you know, this is just about you taking back your power, feeling strong, and like you have the ability to do whatever it is that you want to do, you know. Let's get you one more. Anything you want group 2 to know, please. Anything else you want group 2 to know? Oh, we have together. Yes. So I feel like too, you're so worried about people feeling a certain way, but you're never going to be alone. I feel like people are going to be there for you. I feel like people are going to be so supportive of this, and you're going to still have them with you. You know, you're going to have your best people behind you, pushing you forward. And you're going to even have more people with you moving forward into whatever this is. And this could be like you moving to a new place. This could be moving to a new job for a lot of you. Spirit left this very vague for me, so that is why I didn't pinpoint a certain situation. But this is really just about you leaving behind something that you felt stuck to or tied to or obligated to. The back of your deck here, we have strong foundations. This is really making me think that you have such a solid relationship with those people that you are so afraid to hurt, so afraid that you're going to make them feel a certain way, that I'm honestly channeling that song again from group 1, Bones by Maren Morris. The bones are good, the rest don't matter. Like, this is not going to shake you at all, you know. They're going to be so happy for you, and those who are not happy for you, they might be sad that, you know, maybe you're moving away or something like that, but ultimately they're happy because this is going to take you where you want to go and make you happy, you know what I mean? So just trust in that strong foundation that you have with those people. And like I said, if anybody who is not happy for you and doesn't want you to move on and do greatness with your life, they can go kick rocks, right? But seriously, that is what I see for you, group 2, as far as your energy check goes and what's going on, where you're going from here. Remember that the future is not set in stone. You have the power to change your future and all of those things. So keep that in mind. But that's where I'm going to leave your reading. I hope you guys really enjoyed it and heard whatever you needed to hear and things like that, and it brought you the things that you needed from today. And please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below. Let me know what you guys enjoyed. What are you guys walking away from? What is this thing? I'm interested to know. And if you're comfortable sharing, of course. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'll also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have our exclusive monthly zodiac predictions, as well as access to the extended readings and our weekly energy readings. Wow, that was difficult to say. Those are not available here on YouTube. But yes, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching and just supporting me in the best way. I appreciate you so much. And I will see you guys soon. Bye. What's up, group 3? If you chose the electric energy card on the citrine stone, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put your card here. There you go. And we're just gonna jump right in. Starting with what is your energy, right? So what is group 3's energy? We have 56, the gem. We also have fortune teller tent. All the answers are within you. External forces influence intuition. And this is fortune teller, past, present, future on here as well. Then you have 44, woman holding a heart in the reverse. You also have enlightenment and decisions. Okay. All right, group 3. You guys are definitely all about the journey, I feel like with you guys, I think that you have a talent and a gift within you that you are finally discovering your true purpose, your true self, your true authentic self, and you're seeing that you have this amazing thing inside of you that has always been there, but you just are discovering it and maybe even rediscovering it for some of you. And know that it's always been there, but sometimes we just don't see it until we go really deep and really dive beneath the surface, right? Going deep within the darkness and, you know, enlighten ourselves, really awaken ourselves to these things and see that we have all of these things, like I said, within us. You know, this fortune teller tent says all the answers are within you. External forces, influence, and your intuition are all at play here when it comes to discovering your purpose, your true self, things like that. All the things that have molded you and this gem essentially that is you to who you are and what you're meant to be doing. And so now it's just about you coming to this place where you have a decision to make about where you're going next. And I think that for a lot of you, that can be really difficult. Obviously, look at all the key locks that you have to choose from to unlock the door, and really it's there's more to it than that, right? When it comes to this card, though you are discovering yourself and your gifts and things like that, there is this feeling here, this underlying feeling here of like kind of being envious of a certain someone or people, maybe even, because I feel like maybe we feel like we're behind with this past, present, future card. I mean, on this card, I just feel like we feel like we should be further along on this timeline. Why did we wait? Why did we take so long to wake up to this information and discover these things? I feel like, you know, this enlightenment could have come sooner. Why didn't it come sooner? And so, you know, and now we have this looming decision to make, like, as to like, where do I go from here? What do I do next? And like, how do I get on the fast track and like all of these things? It kind of feels like that's like, how do I supercharge myself to get there? You know, I kind of feel like you're drawing in on this energy of like, how do I get there? And it kind of feels like you're comparing your journey to someone else's, even though you really can't, because your journey's not the same. You know, it kind of feels like, you know, you're looking at someone else who's doing something that you are discovering that that's what you should be doing, or that's, you know, that's your calling or whatever. And it's like, well, they got there so quickly, like, and what, how am I going to get there so quick, you know? Or why? You could be that you have tried to get there and you're just not getting there as fast as you had hoped to be getting there. And now it's kind of this underlying energy of like jealousy and envy and closed off energy here to moving forward. It's kind of this bitter energy, you know, like, oh, why does so and so get that but I can't? What is wrong with me? When really it's nothing to do with you. You know, your journey is your own and their journey is their own. You're exactly where you're meant to be, you know. And so with, as far as like this decisions card, it's really about you understanding too that whatever decision you make, because I feel like you think that you made, if you make the wrong decision, it's going to speed up or slow down your process. But in the same sense, you're also having to understand that regardless of what decision you make, it's not one thing. It's opening the doors to many things. You know, it's not just one doorway and then you're in the hallway and that's it. You're opening doorway to many possibilities. You know, so I think that you're searching for answers that you already have within you, and it's this decision of like, which key do I open the door, when really the door is in your mind and you can find the answers there. And so I hope that makes sense, but that's kind of the way that the information is being relayed to me, as far as like your energy goes and where you are right now and what's going on. I really like too how you have 56, which condenses to 11, and then you also have 44. Both are really amazing master numbers, by the way. So with master number 11, this is really about you tapping into yourself, your gifts, you know, your potential, and being inspired and inspiring others as well. I also feel like it's really connected to spirit and the divine with 11, especially since you see 1111. You might see that a lot. And then 44, of course, is about manifestation. It's really about structure and foundation, and really setting the bar on, like, setting like a solid foundation on the bar, a solid foundation for which your manifestations can really grow on. And I think that that's what you're really embarking on right now. You know, you have all of these manifestations coming in, and it's just you kind of tapping into your magic, tapping into your gifts here to really bring it all about and make it happen, make it come to an amazing start, you know. I also feel like you're very connected to your guides, whether or not you realize it. If you wanted to pursue that relationship, I think that they would be very like open and willing to work with you. If that was something that you're open to, I recognize not all of us are on that same journey. As far as like traveling, I mean, doing this whole spiritual journey thing, but if that's something that you really wanted to explore, go ahead and do that. But always keep yourself safe, keep yourself protected, ground and protect yourself before doing that, and ensure that you know for sure that that is your spirit guide coming through, because spirits can pose as your guides and pretend to be your spirit guide when really they're not, you know. What I have learned too is that your actual spirit guides, because we have many, are not going to be those that you've known in your physical life. So like, say for example, your grandfather who passed away, like if you've known him in your life, he is not going to show up as your spirit guide. You know, he may come through and, you know, show his energy to you, but he will not be a guide to you like your actual spirit guide. You know, it's different. Your spirit guides are guides who will have decided a long time ago that they were going to be a part of your journey and would not have incarnated with you at the same time, if that makes sense. Just want you to be aware of that. But let's get you a little more details as far as your journey goes. But like I said, this is all about all about you guys really tapping into your true self, your purpose, things like that, and recognizing your gifts and how amazing that you are, and the unknown parts of your journey. Like, because you have this kind of envious flare going on with this card showing up, I feel like this could also be somebody working against you, but for the most part it does feel more like you're viewing other people in your field or in this particular avenue that you're going into for your purpose, and you're kind of comparing your journey, you know, like, why am I not moving as fast? I'm trying to do what they did to get to where they are, and I'm not getting there as fast, or I'm not seeing the same results. And you have to understand that, you know, no two journeys are the same. And so we'll just see what else comes through. I don't want to speak too much without more confirmation here. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. What is group 3's energy? What is group 3's energy? Okay, we have 10 of Wands. What is group 3's energy, please? We have the 4 of Wands. What were they telling you about 1111? And there it is right there in that card. See that 1111? exactly. What is group 3's energy? What is group 3's energy? We also have the 7 of Swords. What is group 3's energy? And we have the Page of Wands. I love it. Guys, I love this. Okay. And your back of the deck is the 3 of Wands in the reverse right now, currently. Okay, group 3. This energy is beautiful in the same sense that despite the envy and the jealousy that you're feeling, your current energy is still amazing, you know. With this Hanged Man energy, you are struggling to process the information. You are struggling to really make a decision moving forward, but you are so determined to make this happen. You are so determined to have these achievements in your life and overcome the situations despite how much responsibility you're taking on, despite how much, you know, you have to do to make this happen. And so ultimately, you know, you want to have this amazing fulfilled life purpose, you know. And I think that you're going to be celebrating your hard work, and you already are celebrating your hard work because you've been through so much, you know. For you to have gone through this, I feel like this is like this had to have been an awakening for you. You are celebrating the hard work that you've done so far, you know, which is totally what you should be doing. You know, celebrate the small wins and the big wins along the way, because that's going to keep you sane and that's going to keep you going, you know. And I think that at the same point, you feel so much at home because you are now awake to what is you, what is your purpose and your calling and who you truly are, that you're finally starting to see things through new eyes, you know. And it's like your eyes are wide open and you recognize who you are in the mirror now, and you can see it. And moving forward, you know, you're starting to see that you need to adapt a new strategy in terms of where you're going. And you have this energy within you that you're going to do whatever it takes. You're going to learn whatever you need to learn. And you have this fiery passion inside of you in which you want to make sure that you're open to learning all of these things because you want this growth, you want this achievement. More than anything, you want to feel at home in where you are. And what's the sense of waking up to all of this? What's the sense of going through all of that hardship, that pain, that awakening? It was not easy, you know. People think awakening is just this amazing enlightenment feeling, like you wake up one day and it's like, wow, I feel amazing. But they don't recognize, like, there's a lot of healing and a lot of shadow work involved when it comes to an awakening. And like, you're often met with a lot of, like I said, your shadow aspects and having to deal with those parts of you and seeing those parts of you and healing those parts of you and things like that, learning to love those parts of you. And so this is really like about you understanding that you didn't do all that work for nothing, you know, to just give up here and live life not content and not happy. This is about you coming home to yourself and feeling at home with what you are and this divineness and being connected to the divine and that spirit. Like I said, that 11:11 moment, you know, you've probably been seeing it a lot. I wouldn't be surprised. Or 444 could be a very significant one as well. But I feel like your guides your guides are asking you to really divert your attention elsewhere rather than sitting in this envious energy, you know. And now it's time for you to divert your energy to coming up with a new strategy as to how to get to where you need to go. And so let's take a look at where you're going from here, because this is amazing. I love this for you guys, group 3. Love it so much. So we're going to take a look now. What is that? Yeah, we're going to take a look now. I just saw that this card was flipped over, by the way. 7 of Pentacles. Randomly flipped over. So I think that's a nod to you working diligently on what it is that you're trying to achieve on your life purpose here. Okay, now we're going to see where is group 3 going from here. That was just my post-it marker, so I don't get the cards mixed up. But starting off with this, we have happiness. Oh, I love that. Group 3, happiness. We have a higher power, number 4. We also have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And we have pueo. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is Hawaiian for owl. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering your guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. Exactly, you guys. What was I saying? How your guides are totally sending you messages and trying to connect with you and tell you all these things about your life path, your life purpose and your journey and things like that. And if you want to connect with them, definitely do that. You also have number 7, personal growth. Yes, this is all about your personal growth and your journey. This is insane. Okay, you guys, so exactly like I was telling you, we're gonna draw more tarot too, so before I get too deep into this, definitely this is just about, of course, you getting on track to connecting with your purpose and your stepping into your true authenticity, because by aligning with our purpose and what we're meant to be doing, we're connecting with who we truly are and living out our true selves, you know. And by doing so, we're going to just be so utterly happy, and like you have so much gratitude coming towards you, in which you're grateful for the experiences that you've had, this awakening that you've been through, despite how difficult it may have been, despite how difficult the journey and the bumps and the roads and the obstacles that you may be going through in order to get to where you're going might be. You understand like things are happening for you and not to you, and like all of these things are coming together just the way that it should. And I feel like you leading forward with such an open and grateful heart is just going to bring more opportunities, more good things toward you as well. And so understanding too that like your openness to doing all of these things, your open heart and your, you know, this energy that you have moving forward is just a nod to you growing, a nod to you being open to your path and just going with the flow as well. And there's so much energy of your guides coming through and around and just being with you. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing a lot of similar numbers. So a lot that's coming through for you is obviously 4s and 11s coming out for you, because you have 44, this is a 4, 11, and then you had the 4 of wands, another 4, and the 4 of wands in itself is 11, 11. So that those numbers in particular are very probably very prominent and coming up a lot for you. So take that as a sign. Pay attention to like maybe any thoughts or feelings that you have if you ever see that on the clock or anything like that. Maybe you might hear a song on the radio or see a certain quote or things like that. There might be messages that your guides are sending you at that time. So pay attention to those things, and go with your gut as far as like what you think a message is. You know, if it feels like it is, take it. If it doesn't, then let it go. You know, don't force it to fit. With personal growth here, it's really highlighting too that your intuition is really growing. Your not just your intuition, but your connection to spirit, your connection to the divine and consciousness and your spirituality, as well as you discovering things within yourself. Your discovering your gifts, discovering your spirituality, discovering all the things that you've gone through, past, present, and future. You know, you're recognizing so many things and kind of like seeing things differently. You know, you might be looking back on memories and just really experiencing them differently than you did before, you know. And so be very conscious of those things as well. Like I said, your connection to your guides, and they are very connected to you right now. They are around you, they're supporting you through this journey. You're not alone. And so yeah, also another thing too is like music might be significant for you guys as well. Hearing a certain song all the time. Sometimes it might be interesting to put your like Spotify or whatever on shuffle and ask for your guides to play you a song that you need to be listening to. Sometimes you might get a message in it. But yeah, let's see. Where is group 3 going from here? Where is group 3 going from here? We have 10 of Wands reversed. Yes. Love it. Okay. Freeing ourselves from this, those feelings. Where is group 3 going from here? 10. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Great. I like it. Okay. Where is group 3 going from here? Where is group 3 going from here? Where is group 3 going from here? You also have the Star. Love it. Where is group 3 going from here? Where is group 3 going from here? Oh, we have the 5 of Swords reversed. Okay, where is group 3 going from here? Oh, the King of Wands. And your back of the deck is the 2 of Wands reversed. Okay, so it does feel like because you're unsure of where you're going, there is this like lack of planning involved happening right now, and it's just about you kind of taking back control of that as well. Like when it comes to moving forward in this aspect, you know, I think that like you're moving forward with this energy too of like really unburdening yourself with the struggle that you've had to really make a decision, and understanding that things are happening for you and not to you, and you're really just embracing that. And by embracing that, you're surrendering to spirit, you're surrendering to the divine by unburdening yourself with that information, with that need to really focus on choosing just one door, one thing, one key to pick and put in the lock, because you don't need to put a key in that lock. You just need to go back home, and the answers are within yourself. You don't need to unlock that door right there. You know, there's so many other doors to unlock for you, so many other decisions, so many other opportunities that are going to present themselves to you. You don't need to be so dead set on one thing and be like going crazy over that one thing, if that makes sense. And so I think you're releasing that burden off of yourself and feeling like you have to make this decision right now, like when really there is a decision in not making that decision. There is a decision in choosing to not do that thing and move to the next thing. You know, not to say that you should avoid certain things. I understand certain things require answers, but also understanding too that the answer is within you. And by understanding that the answer is within you and surrendering to that idea, surrendering to that you already have the answer within you, you therefore have made that decision. So then once you've come to realize that, you know, moving forward, you start to see the divine, and everything is just going to start moving forward and like working in the right way. Things are falling into place, and just one thing after another, opportunities are going boom, 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 and like your manifestations are coming true. You're starting to have this renewed hope and faith and just this spark, and you are starting to really be the star of your life. You know, you really are this gem, this amazing thing, and people are going to start recognizing you for what it is that you're doing. And I think that, you know, whatever past resentments that you may have had for this envy, this jealousy, you know, it's going to be like you're releasing them, you know, you're letting it go. I think any type of hard feelings you may have had for people, you're making amends, things like that. There's just this energy of like no longer having those issues. You're releasing those issues, overcoming those issues, and moving forward with happiness and gratitude, a grateful and abundant mindset. You know, there's room for all of us here. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling. With the King of Wands, you're just really stepping into that energy of charming and like this boss amazing energy in which you are getting things done, you're planning things, you're on top of things, you're really taking charge, you're charismatic, your energy is amazing, and you're attracting all of the things to you and for you and things like that, and you're understanding that energy and really just embracing your confidence, embracing that you know, natural, I want to say magnetic energy that you have about you, in which, you know, the energy you put out is the energy you get back. And I feel like what you couldn't see or you were unable to plan for, now you have a clear vision of what it is that you want in your future, and what you are worthy of, you know, because you're worthy of all the things that you wish and desire for. And so you're able to really move forward in this ease. And I feel like there's no like I don't know how to explain it. It's not like you're moving forward with this like overconfident, overzealous, like it doesn't feel like that. It feels like you have like just the right amount of confidence moving forward, and like you have this way of inspiring others to move with you. You have this way of inspiring others to lift them up and move up with you. You know what I mean? And it's not this energy of like pushing people down or making them feel any kind of way. You have this amazing, fiery, passionate energy that just lights people up, and they make them so excited to do life and to go after what it is that they're doing. And what you're doing is inspiring them to do what you're doing, you know? It's that kind of an energy. And so this is really exciting. You know, you finally have like a handle on things, and it feels like really good. But let's close off with some advice and guidance. This is amazing energy, group 3. I love it. So, advice and guidance for group 3, please. Oh, we have being yourself. Being yourself is sacred, exactly. Stepping into your authentic self and just really letting your uniqueness shine, letting it be the main character energy is coming through, and just knowing that you being your unique self, DNA is unique, right? And you just understanding that putting yourself out there as your unique self and not being afraid to be yourself is just going to bring you all the right people, all the right opportunities, and you're not going to scare people away. You're going to bring all the right people who are meant to be in your life, you know? All the people who don't get you, you don't want them around you anyway, right? And honestly, this is something that I have struggled with myself, to kind of tell myself that, like, being yourself and being as interested as I am in certain things, like in Harry Potter, like I'm weird, you know, like I love Harry Potter, I love cars, I love nerdy things, like, and I don't say nerdy in the bad way, you know, I think nerdy things are so cool, so awesome. You know, like I said, I'm a Potterhead. I also really like Marvel stuff. So I like to watch all the Marvel movies. And like I said, I'm into cars. I have my show car. So be yourself. Let that shine through. I'm stepping into this light, and you need to step into that light, you know? Don't be afraid of that. Advice and guidance. Ooh, that was too many cards. Advice and guidance for group 3. I was trying to think of all the other weird things I'm into, and I really couldn't come up with them, so it kind of didn't sound as weird as it did, but we have give it the time it needs. Yes, don't rush the process. Trust that your growth is happening in the way that it's meant to happen, you know? You want something sustainable, not something that's just going to flop overnight, you know what I mean? We have, it's all for a reason. Exactly, and I think you already understand that it's all happening for a reason. Slow change, exactly. Slow change, and it's totally fine. It's all happening at its own pace. Slow and steady wins the race. That's another thing I'm hearing as well. Slow and steady wins the race. Definitely. Oh, I'm weird. I like puzzle books. So like it has to be like the variety puzzle books because I'm like weird like that. I love those. I don't think I'm weird actually. I think they're super cool. So if you like those, comment down below. I love Legos, but only like Harry Potter Legos, obviously, or they have to be really cool Legos. I will always admire a really cool Lego set. What else do I like? Crystals, obviously. What do you want group 3 to know, please? What do you want group 3? Oh, oh, the Fool. Seriously, this is about you being yourself. Don't be afraid to like do silly things either, you know? I think that's the main thing coming out here. But also it's about you taking the risk, like going off and being carefree in this new journey of yours. Stepping into your own power and your own light is just about you not caring and not giving a shit about what other people think about you as well. So there's that. What does group 3 need to know? You have a door to the past. Okay. This could be about you also reflecting, like I said, back on how far you've grown and all the experiences that you've been through. So it's really looking back on that and appreciating just how far you've come. You know, don't discredit like that growth that you've been through. Justice from the heart. Oh, Princess Mononoke. Okay. This is really about you getting what's coming toward you. You know, you are doing all the work, all the things, taking the inspired action, and so now things are coming to balance themselves out. You know, you're getting the things that you're worthy of, the things that you deserve, things like that. And then your back of the deck is trips and adventures. So I feel like whatever is coming towards you, adventure and trips, amazingness, I feel like vacation might be in the future for you as well. So I would not be surprised if that was something happening for you also. Something fun, something that you're going to just be out and about and doing something fun for you. Because don't forget, in this growth process, it's very straining and very draining. So don't forget to take time out to fill your own cup. You know, that's something that's coming through for you as well, group 3. But that's amazingness. That's what I'm hearing for you. That's where I'm going to leave your reading. So please go ahead and comment down below. Don't forget to smash the like button. Let me know what you like about this, and just let me know what's going on. I love when you guys share with me. I really appreciate when you guys share with me and all that things. I just love getting to know all of you. So thank you so much for those of you who do share with me and all of those things. And if you just like it and comment, I really appreciate it, period. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have our exclusive monthly zodiac predictions, as well as access to our extended readings and our weekly week ahead readings as well. Not available here on YouTube. So I would be happy to have you there also. And yeah, come and vibe with us. And thank you guys so much for just being here and being a part of the fam here. I appreciate you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye! What's up, group 4? If you chose the Darkness energy card and the Apatite crystal, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put your card and stone there. And we're gonna get started. So starting off with what is going on with your energy. What is your energy right now? We're going to tap into this. I have your pre-shuffled oracles here, and then I have more oracles that I have here. This is my marker so I don't get the cards mixed up. We're gonna do this part, draw tarot, then we're going to get these other oracle cards that I have here, draw more tarot, and then finish off with advice and guidance. So get started. We're gonna get started. The Healer, which is number 25. I love this snake energy here. I feel like there's a lot of growth happening because there's 3 heads on this snake as well. Kundalini energy coming through. Life, a laundromat. Choose your own destiny. Choices, destiny, consequences. I love that too. You also have a little paper. Did you ever play that, like, as a child, where you fold up the paper and then you put like colors and then you spell out the word and then you have the numbers to choose from. You have to do the numbers and then you pick what's underneath to see what is there. So that's what that is right there. But anyway, moving forward. We have 22. This is yang when it's reversed. If it's upright, then it's yin. But you have the yang, which is divine masculine energy. You have dissipating here, which this is solar plexus chakra. And then you also have, I was like, what is this card? I didn't flip it over. Duh. You also have Be Magical, which this, you guys, is probably my favorite card in this entire deck. And this is a brand new deck for me, so I'm still learning the cards, but this is definitely one of the favorites, as I've studied some of them, most of them. But tapping into your energy here, we have a very interesting vibe going on here, group 4. I feel like you guys are definitely my light worker group. You guys are my vibe, my light workers, my tarot readers, my healers, my Reiki people, my, oracle readers, my medium people. I feel like this is you guys. I feel like I would not be surprised if you guys did that sort of work, but if you don't worry about it. I do feel like you do some sort of healing energy though, like you could be a doctor, but for the most part it does feel like you guys are tapped into the divine, that sort of energy, especially with this Kundalini energy coming out with this card here. I do feel like we've gone through this energy, at least most of us have, in this group. It feels like you've been through some sort of deep awakening, and it's really about you understanding how you can harness the power within yourself, to the magic within yourself, to really create your own destiny, right? Understanding that while we do have different timelines available to us, different paths, we have our life path and our life purpose, we ultimately can choose how we get there and how we can go about this journey and things like that. And we have free will, and understanding how there's magic and balance in all of these aspects. And sometimes understanding that all at once can be kind of crazy, but I feel like you guys got a handle on it. You've awakened to this and tapping into the energy of, the magic inside of you, and really being in touch with your, like I said, your energy, your own energy, and understanding how much power you have with choosing where you go from here, choosing which dryer are you going to go towards, in terms of like, where are you going next in your journey. Your choices do affect your destiny and do have consequences, good or bad, good and bad actually. And so moving into this energy here, we have, so being that you understand how magical you are, how much magic we have inside of us, not just you, but all of us, right? But anyways, getting to you. I'm getting off topic. With this dissipating card here, it's your current energy has a lot to do with what story are you telling yourself, right? You have this desire to create something magical, to create something inspiring and amazing for your future, and you're determined to do so. But what are you doing to make that happen? You know, what actions are you taking to make that happen? Are you taking any sort of inspired action to get there? With this Yang card coming out, you know, it really speaks volumes as to you taking authority in your life, putting structure into your life. Are you doing that? Are you putting forth those things? You know, are you making the choices and moving forward in, you know, which, like I said, making the choices and moving forward on these dreams that you have within yourself. You know, it's one thing to really daydream about the things that you want and you desire, your manifestations are one thing, but putting forth that inspired action to make it happen is another. And understanding that you have the magic within you, you can make all of these things happen. And while you can manifest all of these things and will it to happen, you also have to realize there's a balance in which dreaming it and wishing it and manifesting it also comes with putting forth the action and the work, right? Putting forth the energy and letting the universe know that you are wanting this, right? Working towards it. And so there is a little bit of that energy coming through here, like setting yourself free from this caged up energy. Like you have all this creative juices flowing through you, all of these things that you want, but it feels like you're not really going after it. You're not really taking the action. You know, it's like there's so many things, so much energy, so much potential, but it's not really flowing out. You know, I feel like there's so much determination within you and all of these things, but is it going anywhere? Are you really putting forward the energy there, and are you sprouting it out there, you know, by making moves towards these things, you know? So with this condensing to 7, it's really calling for you to reflect and go within yourself. Like, are you really doing this? You know, kind of that tough love energy is coming through. I feel like 2s are also a significant number for you, you guys, because you have this choice card coming out. Now, there's no numbers on this card, I don't think. Not that I can see. Oh, wait, there are. 6, 8, 3. Is that, what is that, a 4? I mean, there are numbers on the card, but like not a significant number. You know what I mean? Dictated number, designated number. But as far as this card representing choices, you know, I do feel like that choice card has a lot to do with the number 2, and then you have master number 22 as well. So yeah, let's take a look here, guys. Also, I really like how you chose this apatite stone is a manifestation stone too. So I feel like your energy has a lot to do with that. All right, let's see what's group 1's, I mean, group 1. What is group 4's energy? Please, what is group 4's energy? What is group 4's energy? What is group 4's energy? We have the 3, no, what is this? Just kidding, 7 of Cups reversed. What is group 4's energy right now? What's going on with group 4's energy? What's going on? What's group 4's energy? What is group 4's energy? We have the Knight of Cups. What is group 4's energy? What is group 4's energy, please? Oh. Hold on. I'm going to drop the cards if I don't do this correctly. We have the Hierophant. What is group 4's energy? The Hermit reversed. What is group 4's energy? And Justice. And your back of the deck is the 10 of Cups. Okay, group 4. So I feel like your current energy is just really about you focusing on your 10 of Cups, right? Focusing on your happiness, your fulfillment, and having this overall fulfilled, happy life. Not necessarily happy family for everyone, but like at least happiness in yourself, happiness in your full life, and being happy. Yes, happy not with just yourself, but happy with life and everything that you have around you, right? Not just because if it was just yourself, it would be in the 9 of Cups, right? It's happy with yourself, your friends, your family, things like that. So focusing on getting there and achieving that manifestation that you have. I think it has a lot to do with that, having that end goal of yours. It's not just necessarily like it's not just necessarily a material abundant thing, but also just a very fulfilled, happy life. I feel like that's what this is, and you're trying to achieve that and envision that and dream about that, right? Your vision is that, and it's just about you focusing on how to get there, right? So you have these cards coming out in which I do feel like you're going to have this clarity coming towards you. I feel like you may have it already, and it's just about you having that creativity to really move forward with it. It's just happening quite slowly in terms of you taking actions towards it. I think that you're very much seeking out wisdom and like learning from a higher power. You might be taking classes in which you're trying to, you know, enrich your journey or get to, you know, as far as like what your destiny is. You're taking on this energy of like a higher learning, I guess. That's just what I'm hearing. It's this energy of you are finally taking action and taking the inspired action to make your dreams happen. You know, I think you've withdrawn a little bit too much, in which you thought you could find all the answers by yourself and teach yourself and do all these things, and just now it's just about integrating yourself back into your life, back into society, back into what it is that you want to do, and kind of balancing things out again, and really just seeing how to bring this energy in, because it's like I said, it felt very imbalanced as far as you manifesting, right? Manifesting is one part, envisioning it and believing you're worthy of it and all of these things, and the other part is actually doing the actions, inspired action towards it and all of that. So I feel like you are really balancing out that energy. You're taking the actions, it's just happening not necessarily in the way that you it feels like it's not happening in the way that you necessarily had hoped. I think you're seeking out advice and guidance in terms of like how to move about this energy, how to get there, how to make this happen, how to make your manifestations come true. And it's going to vary because obviously everyone has a different manifestation happening, but it does feel like you're working on it. You have this energy put forth, like you came here because you your intention is by all means, your intention is to make this happen and get a move on it. But I think like there's something that's just brewing about. I think it's just taking you a little bit of time, and I think it's okay for it to be taking you some time. You know what I mean? Patience is key here. I think that's okay for you to have this patience. It's okay for you to realize that sometimes, you know, we can't rush everything, if that makes sense, you know? What else did I want to say? I do feel like a part of you is just unsure of where it's going, and you know, if this is the right thing for you, and just really trying to go with the flow and balance out your energy, because you feel like that you can't go wrong with balancing your energy out and trusting your intuition. And I think that that is definitely a good thing for you. I think that you're on the right track with that, with doing that, trusting your intuition and balancing out that energy, like we said, because with your manifestation, I think that's a huge thing coming through. Again, yeah, I just feel like that's a big thing coming through. 7 might be significant for you as well, like I said, because 7 is here. You also have a 7 of Cups, so you have 2 7s coming out, along with the 2 energy coming out as well. But let's take a look at where you're going from here before I go down a rabbit hole as to where you are now, because we don't need to focus so much on the now as to, you want to know like where are you going next, right? Based on the current, where are we going now? So where are we going from here, Spirit? I feel like I think too what it is feeling like you're not sure where exactly this is leading, and with this darkness card energy coming through, I think that makes sense, you know, not really being able to see everything that's coming just yet, and it's going into the unknown, right? We're going into this destiny, like we're paving our way, and it's okay to not know all the answers, you know, not see it all the way. You have energy coming out, and this is again where you're going from here, right? You have number 10, Unfinished Symphony. I love this for you. You also have Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Yes, exactly. This is what we were talking about. You have Chimpanzee. Use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your question. So again, this leads back to balance, balancing out your energy here, and just going back to that balance energy, you know. Yes, number 7, what was I saying? Spirituality, 77. 7 is a very significant number for you guys. I feel like you might be seeing that a lot. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so as far as where you guys are going, it's just you guys balancing out your energy, to be honest with you. And I think you guys, of all the groups, have a real hold on like how to tap into that energy, that magic that you have inside of you. Being able to really balance yourself out and really ground yourself. I feel like grounding is a very important thing that you need to be doing right now, in terms of balancing yourself out, grounding yourself in nature, just envisioning like roots coming out of your feet and going into the earth, and going all the way into the crust of the earth, all the way to the deep crust of the earth and the center of the earth. I'm just envisioning that, and bright red light coming out of those roots, and up into those roots and towards your feet, and just understanding that you are grounded and protected and rooted in. I think that's going to really help you balance out your energy also. I think it's really interesting too how you have so much purple is coming out, and it's also like indigo. So purple, like crown chakra and third eye chakra, is highlighted so much in your reading. So I think you're very in tune with your intuition. You're very tapped into your abilities and connected to spirit and the divine and things like that. So definitely you are highly connected and able to, you know, tap into that energy. It's just about, like I said, balancing out the other parts of it in terms of taking that rooted action towards your goals, you know. So it's about that, using both your intuition, and it underlines, and your intellect to solve the problem and get answers to your question and moving forward. With this Unfinished Symphony here, you have the ability to create your own destiny, right? Like you have the ability to finish the song because it's not done yet. You know, yes, you started off the beginning part with you manifesting this happening and you manifested your destiny, but you didn't finish it. You have much more to go with it in terms of finishing it off and finishing it. And I don't think it's ever really fully done, but I do feel like you still have a ways to go in terms of making your manifestations come to fruition with that 10 card coming out. It's about like finishing off this cycle as well of you just being stuck here. I feel like you've been stuck and not being able to really set yourself free of this and move on to the next manifestation because this one's not quite there yet, you know. Where is group 4 going from here? Where is group 4? I'm hearing Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. That might be significant for you. I really love that song. You have the 5 of Cups. Yep, 5 of Cups reversed here coming out. Where is group 4 going from here? Too many cards, Spirit. Where is group 4 going from here? Where is group? Okay, we have the 6 of, what is this? Pentacles. Wow, 6 of Pentacles. Making sure no other cards turned over. Where is group 4 going from here? Where is group 4 going from here? We have the High Priestess coming out. Where is group 4 going from here? Where is group? Wow. We also have the Star. Where is group 4 going from here? 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 You have the 2 of Cups. And the back of your deck is the Fool. Okay, group 4. So it does feel like moving forward in terms of like you balancing out your energy. You do have a lot of balancing out here. I think like maybe as you were manifesting perhaps something that we didn't pick up on, it looks like there's the 5 of Cups and the reverse coming out here. So there could have been like something that you lost in the process of this and you're kind of not able to let that go, not able to like move past it. And it does kind of feel like maybe that was something that was holding you back before, and now you're finally able to, you know, set that free. I feel like now you're able to move past it and understand that, you know, certain things had to fall apart so that better things could come together, you know, and maybe your manifestation isn't coming to fruition in the most perfect way that we had envisioned, but we are also understanding that, like I said, these things happen for a reason. These things are happening because, you know, like I said, something better is happening, you know, behind the scenes. You know, Spirit has a bigger plan for us, and like maybe that thing happened, that thing fell apart or didn't you know, crumbled in the way that it did, or whatever loss happened because it wasn't being built on a sturdy foundation, or there was something not right about it in which your manifestation needed to come together in a better way so that it could come together in a bigger and better way. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. But moving forward here, it's just about you really balancing out your energy, like I said, and being really mindful about like where you're giving your energy out to, because there may be people who are just trying to feed off of you, and I think you need to tap into your intuition as to where you're putting your energy and things like that. Because I do feel like maybe in certain things as we're moving forward in our journey, you know, helping other people, there is this imbalance here in which we're giving more than we are getting back. And while that's okay for, you know, in some situations, you know, if we do that for too long, our cup is going to be drained far faster than it is filled up. You know what I mean? And so just understand that in that balancing act here moving forward, that, you know, you're recognizing that in terms of seeing behind people's ulterior motives. I feel like there's some people who may be trying to take more than what they say they are. You know, it kind of feels like that, if that makes sense. But with this star energy here, also, I just feel like you have more trust in what's happening and letting go of, you know, certain things. Like I said, that Five of Cups, you just have trust that better things are coming. It could have been like a person, you know, like you envisioned this future with, like, and it wasn't just that one aspect of Ten of Cups, you know, it was like the whole thing. But it does feel like, because with this Two of Cups, someone else is coming into your life, and this could be romantic or platonic, doesn't necessarily feel like one or the other. It's going to vary for everyone, but this person is definitely going to have a role in this manifestation that you have coming towards you. They're definitely a very vibrant energy, one that gives you so much hope and faith and just gives you that bounce in your step again. And I think that this is very much this carefree, happy-go-lucky energy that you really need back in your life, and back towards this like refreshed, renewed, revamped energy going towards this manifestation, so that you can finish it out with this new, like, newfound zest in your energy, you know. And while you may not know exactly how it's going to pan out, you just need to trust that it's going to happen just the way that it's meant to, and in probably a much better and bigger way than you ever envisioned, you know, because that's kind of what it feels like here. It feels like, you know, this carefree energy, this happy energy. You have so much positive cards coming out here as far as where you're going, where you're headed with this. I'm really excited for you as far as what this is. I'm really curious, like, what you're manifesting, what this could be, if this is like a love thing, if this is something. I feel like this more so has to do with your purpose and your passion and what you're going after, because it does have to do with like something that you're manifesting and tapping into what you do, and the magic inside of you. So I do feel like it has to do with that, and you taking inspired action toward it. So I feel like it does have to do with that and your spirituality, and like I said, tapping into that energy. So let's finish off now with advice and guidance for you. But yeah, it does feel like, you know, bringing in that harmony and like having no judgments. I feel like this person come into your life is bringing forth that harmony and helping you balance out your energy, and also not judging you. You know, there's somebody who really accepts you for who you are and sees you for the bright light that you are as well. They really think, I think they put you on a pedestal as well. I don't want this to turn into a love reading, but it kind of feels like just such an amazing energy coming towards you. Group 4. So advice and guidance for group 4, please. Honey, you are my shining star. I don't know what the song is called, but that's what I'm hearing. And like I said, it's not necessarily all romantic. Some of these could be like soul family coming forward as well, helping you along your way, things like that, helping you realize, just again, reigniting that fire in you and that magic inside of you. See with eyes of love. Yes, so I think that they're helping you see with eyes of love, loving yourself, loving others, and just having more compassion, not just towards other people, but yourself, you know, going forward in this situation, because you need to balance out your energy, you know. Advice and guidance for group 4, please. Advice and guidance for group 4. Advice and guidance for group 4. Advice and guidance for group 4. Coming together. Exactly. This is somebody coming in. And with this yin yang, you have the yin yang again. This definitely could be a counterpart for you as well. Definitely coming together. It's all coming together in the way that it's meant to. So don't just sit back and wish for it. You know, take it. Oh, I dropped on the floor. One sec. We have curiosity here as well. So stay curious. And while you're staying curious, you know, go ahead and explore when it comes to curiosity, your curiosity and like things that really pique your interest. Go ahead and see what that is all about. You know, you never know what doors they're going to open for you and where they're going to lead you as far as like your journey goes. On the back of your deck here, we have anything you want to find. It's out there somewhere. Exactly. So curiosity piques your interest. I feel like that's definitely a hint at something from your guides as well. If something has been like definitely on your mind and you've just been like, nah, it's probably not for me. Nah, I probably shouldn't try it. Like definitely, I feel like that is something that you should explore and try to learn more about, things like that. Yeah, I feel like that's something that is calling towards you. It could definitely lead you to this person as well, or it could just lead you towards a bigger part of your journey in terms of what you're manifesting. You know, you can't just wait for the universe to drop things in your lap. Sometimes you have to go looking for things and then boom, it like brings other, you know, what you're meant to find is just right there waiting for you to find it. You know what I mean? So we're going to finish off with anything else you need to know with this deck here. I love this deck. I just got it. We have change is the only constant. Exactly. And I think you already know that, you know, you're constantly changing, you're evolving. And especially with this snake with the 3 heads, I think like you've constantly evolved throughout this awakening process. And I think that you need to give yourself some grace with that and understand that you're never done evolving, you're never done growing. Anything else group 4 needs to know? We have the truth revealed. Okay, I like that as well. So yeah, you might not see, like I said, what it is that, you know, why certain things fell apart, but they'll be revealed in due time when you're meant to know, right? And sometimes we're not lucky enough to know the truth all the time. We have together again. So I really do feel like someone is coming into your life, like to help you along your journey. And this is like, I think this is Howl's Moving Castle. So you might want to watch that movie if you can, if you have access to that. Howl's Moving Castle. Definitely, I think that's a movie that you need to watch. That might have a message for you in there as well. In the back of your deck here, you have a great lesson. This is also another movie that might be hold great meaning for you to watch as well. Spirited Away, one of my favorites, but definitely at least Howl's Moving Castle, and if you can, Spirited Away is just great to watch. But a great lesson. This is something that you're learning and you're growing through and evolving through. So learning that, you know, sometimes we let ourselves get stuck in just surrendering. You know, sometimes we're told we're doing too much and we need to pause and surrender, you know, while other times, you know, we're not doing enough and we need to do, you know. So it's just learning, like, it's okay, you know, it happens to all of us, and when it's the flow of things and it's just about going through the motions, you know, going through this journey and understanding that it's all happening for us and we just need to keep going and keep trudging along. But that is what I'm seeing for you, group 4. And I hope you guys heard everything that you needed to hear, and this brought you what you needed today. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below. Let me know what this is. I'm really interested if you feel comfortable sharing with me. I love getting to know you guys and what's going on. So I appreciate all of that. And just, even if you just like it and drop like emojis down, I just love interacting with you guys. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me. But yeah, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. And I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our family over there, where we have our exclusive monthly zodiac prediction readings, as well as our access to extended readings. I want to do another reading extended, hopefully very soon. As well as our weekly week ahead energy readings, not available here on YouTube. But thank you guys so much for watching and being here. I really appreciate you all, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.